much, Desk Officer Mr. Dongo Ronald. I was accompanied by a guest, Honorable Odria York from Aringa South, in our neighboring district, Ayume. And it's very important that I let our visitor also say a few words. So, Honorable, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much. Or travel up to Arewa. I'm the area MP for that place. Many of our colleagues would have joined you here, but you know we have two important events here in Koboko today. This one of yours, and we're also receiving ministers, and we're also receiving our chief guest, General Salim Sadeh, brother to the president, for a very big important function. Right now people are gathered at the Boma grounds. We are going to launch the payment of our veterans, our soldiers who fought war some time back and were not paid their benefits. So we're going to pay them in West Nile. We're launching the program today. So we're not going to spend a lot of time with you. But I want to thank the head teachers and the organizer, this officer. This is a very good initiative. Trust me or not, we're going to be behind you. Next time you'll let us in advance, members of parliament in the region, and we see how we can work together with you. I'm now for my second term in parliament, but I can tell you one secret. I did not do agriculture, but I did agriculture in O-level, and I got a D2. And I loved agriculture there and then. My first degree is in commerce. I'm a procurement specialist. I have masters in human resource management, but I'm a very big farmer in West Nile. I can give you the guarantee that I am the biggest nursery operator in the entire West Nile, a company called West Nile Fruit Tree Planters. Last year, between July up to November 15th, if you remember, there was a Prime Minister's OPM project under Dr. Deep, and the seedlings were supplied here in Koboko, all the sub-counties and the Ayume district. Those who are from Koboko here, you must have benefited. Mangoes, jackfruit, avocado, and other trees, all the fruits, all those were from my farm. So, farming is the background of this country, backbone, and we need to embrace it. These young men, I can give you guarantee, I have 7 outgrowers in West Nile. 7 outgrowers here in Maracha, Terego, the other side of Aivu. These are small nursery operators. And I can give you guarantee about 4 of them have gone to school, but the 3 have not even reached senior 4. But they are nursery operators. They know what it means to have a grafted mango. Unlike you people here, you are now senior 4 plus, senior 3. You can be better than them. You just lack information. So, head teachers, please take interest in this. For example, having a grafted mango. Currently, we are getting to a mango season. You see that ordinary mango outside, when you get the seed, and then you plant it. When it has grown for 3 months, you do grafting. You get the scion of the improved breed. There are various varieties. You can get from West Nile, or you can get from Namlonge, or even Abizadi here. Just imagine you're buying a scion at 100 shillings. After 3 months, you do the grafting, you tie it very well, put in a shed. After that, you do hardening. Within 6 months, you're able to supply. Now, can I tell you how much that one seedling of mango grafted is? If I came to your small farm where you have only 100 pieces, I will buy from you one seedling at 1,000 shillings. When the cost of production is about 300 shillings. Now you imagine you have about 200 to 500 grafted seedlings. How much money are you making at your age all over here? And do you know how much I supply at? Each is between 3,000 to 5,000 shillings, one seedling. So that is my message. Let's embrace this activity. We have no time. I would have talked more about agriculture. James Baba is my colleague. He's more into cocoa and all that, but with me I cut across. I do all seedlings, trees and fruits. So I'll just do one thing for the head teachers and maybe this officer here. I'll give you my contact. Please, we're politicians. Sometimes you receive a lot of calls. Others we don't pick, I'll be honest to you. Because in a day you receive about 200, 100 phone calls. These are all issues. So please, if I don't pick, send me a message. You're so and so about this. So my number is 0782 42 82 90. That is Honorable Alioni Odrea, MP Ariga South, Ayume District. So, how many of you are from Ayume here? I don't know. How many students are from Ayume? Put up your hands. Oh, thank you for coming. Your teachers should give you my contact. Let me stop at that because we have to go and receive the minister, and the area MP here is supposed to be actually the first one to receive. So we're sorry, we drove in the night from Kampala because we had budget issues in Parliament yesterday up to late. But we thank God we drove safely and we're here with you. With all those many words, I beg to submit. Thank you so much. I'll welcome my colleague straight. Honorable, you're most welcome. Come and speak to your people.
Representatives from the local government, the head teachers from the Acholi and West Nile sub-regions, distinguished guests in various capacities, and to the students, good morning. My name is Dr. Charles Ayume, and I'm the area member of Parliament of Koboko Municipality. And in Parliament, I was given an additional responsibility of chairing the Health Committee. So in Parliament, we have different committees that oversee the different sectors. So I chair the Health Committee. And health is at the center of whatever we do. Health is at the center of security. Whenever there is Ebola, whenever there is COVID, it affects the security. Health is at the center of education. When our students are not healthy, then the performance is poor. And health and agriculture speak to each other because the nutrients we speak about, the vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, and so forth, come from agriculture. So where I sit as chairman of the Health Committee, I'm always speaking to different sectors. I speak to the education sector, we immunize children, and for children to be healthy, they have to be immunized to prevent them from polio, measles, tuberculosis, and so forth. But back to the reason as to why we're here. Mr. Ronald Dongo spelled the objectives, he made the objectives very clear. Exposure, for me, is one of them. But also the interaction. When people come from Acholi sub-region and come to West Nile, it creates a lot of exposure. I used to be a scout, and one of the first jamborees or camporees I attended was in Apache. That was in my senior two in 1993. I'll never forget my memories with Apache. But these trips also expose you and build you for your career. No wonder when I finished my medical school, I was hardened to go and work in a refugee camp. My exposure in scouting and inland travel exposed me and gave me the requisite skills to go and work. I want to thank the refugee, not refugee desk officer, the Ministry of Health desk officer, that is Mr. Ronald Dongo. I don't know how we should motivate him and say thank you to him. He's been for me a pillar. I think the first time I met him 3 years ago, he was so passionate. You know, there's being a desk officer and your heart is in Kampala. Your heart is in Kampala. You're saying, why did they post me? I'm from Uganda. Why did they post me to Nile Acholi and West Nile? But from the little when I was speaking to him, he was so passionate about what he is doing and what he has been sent to do. I'm very happy that he chose Koboko this time round. I don't know what criteria they used in choosing Koboko to host this event. So I'd want to start by welcoming everybody to Koboko, but most importantly, Koboko Municipality. And Mr. Ronald, I don't know how we can reward you. In my culture, you can either be given land to stay here, or the other incentive is a wife. So you let us know if you need to add to your fleet. And we can send scouts here to identify somebody who can keep you here. A very important resource for West Nile and for the region. So I thank you very much, and I don't take it for granted. I would want to thank the Ministry of Education and Sports for thinking about this way of innovation for the farm camp. Because you bring different schools, different headmasters. What is a problem in one school, another school will have a solution. What is a solution, another school will be looking for a problem. So you are also sharing ideas. The students are also sharing a lot of ideas. And I think agriculture being the backbone of this economy, we need to skill and ground the children. But by the time a child goes, even if you don't make it beyond senior 4, senior 6, if you're given a goat, if you're given a cow, these programs that you see Operation Wealth Creation doing, you know. But, and good enough, my colleague from Yombe is here. I thank him for coming. He somehow seems to have a lot of connections when it comes to Operation Wealth Creation. And so Mr. Dong, please take note of him. I hope the next camp can be in Ayume. When you're stuck, please get in touch with him. But Honorable Member of Parliament from Ayume, one of the things I see from Aringa South, the failure of whenever we give seedlings, whenever we give goats and cows, is because the youth group, the entrepreneurship groups, are not well prepared. Either somebody left senior 3, P7, S4, without knowing that even cows and chickens get sick. You'll see a cow having flu, what we call bovine influenza, a chicken having droplets from the nostrils, and you'll be like, maybe it is feeling cold, it's having a bad day, but it will be fine. And yet it is actually sick. So you find the success rate of the goats, the sheep, the cows we have given in some areas. The youth groups have no idea on how to manage the cow beyond the physical cow. They don't know it falls sick, they don't know the financial aspect. I hope you trained these people also on the finances. There is having a business as a group of youth, but we do not know how to grow the business. You don't know the cost of input, the cost of production. So that also has to come in when you're skilling these youth. Finally, like you said, we drove all night. We got here at around 4 a.m., but we said we have to come for this activity and then also go for the next one. To the headmaster of St. Charles Lwanga, I had pledged that your piece of land, once you are ready, I had even pledged to do the surveying for you, the fencing for you, so that instead of us having gone to several farms, you would have had a very beautiful farm here. You have a piece of land, would have Ministry of Agriculture is willing to do the cows, the goats, the sheep, so that you have practical agriculture lessons. One of the lessons I enjoyed in school was agriculture, because for me, you're out of class, you go to the farm. You know, at our age, we didn't like being in the classroom. Any student, you want to be free, walking, running after the goats and the cows, but at the end of the day, you're learning. And we had a famous teacher who, we nicknamed him, is it 90 by 90? There are crops you plant 90 by 90, and that was his name. If you ask me up to today what was his name, I don't know. But even when he died as OBs, we collected money and they said this money is for Mr. 90 by 90. Because he kept on telling us for this particular plant, the spacing is 90 by 90. So I don't know, I can't remember his name. I know he was from the West. Yeah, so Lwanga, please, I've spoken about this 4 times. Whenever you think you're ready, but you can see an opportunity came. You've hosted these students. If you had listened to what I had told you in 2013, I mean in 2021, you would have been a model, you would have had a model farm here for both crop and animal husbandry. So, students, please take this objective while we're here, this farm camp, very seriously. In Europe, the richest people are not doctors, they are farmers. That's why government listens to the farmers. When they say we are not farming, government has to listen. We call government order, not the other way around. In Uganda, it's government that calls farmers to order. In Europe, it's farmers that call government to order because they are quite strong, they're in unions, and we all have to eat. You understand? They are not fundamental. You can go 2 years without school, but you can't go 2 years without food and 2 years without medical attention. COVID demonstrated that. We shut down for 2 years and nobody died. I mean, because the schools were closed. But definitely if there was no food, people would die. So I support the objective of the farm camp, and he's very vocal in Parliament. I don't know what he's going to decide from here, but Mr. Do, please take note of this gentleman on my left. He's an important resource. To the people of West Nile, the President gave us one assignment when we met him in 2021 in Chankwanza. We are transitioning away from tobacco. And the reasons are so many. The amount, it's labor intense. You need firewood. It destroys the environment when you're doing the processing. But also there are public health concerns about smoking and all that. So it is not a favorable crop. It's lost international favor. And the President asked us, how can we work together? You West Nile MPs, the incoming ones, can you identify a crop that he's willing to support? And Honorable Adria, I think it is, we're in the 3rd year, and I have not seen us come up and say, the way it is in some parts of the Western Uganda, there's tea, there's coffee, in Busoga there's sugar cane, in Elgon region there's coffee. That should be one of the things we should be asking ourselves. It may not be at your level, because this is education, but at the strategic level, we need to look for a cash flow. I'm happy that James Baba has already taken off with cocoa, and I'm sure most of you, when you visited his farm, there's cocoa. He's doing the mangoes, but let's put our heads together. and say West Nile or the Northern Uganda, let's demystify that coffee cannot grow here. It has been proven Okolo coffee does well in West Nile. So we need to take it up. Otherwise, I thank you very much for coming to this very beautiful district. It is cool, it is very peaceful, and you can see the rains. So I don't take your presence here for granted, and thank you for choosing Koboko district, in particular Koboko Municipality. Please come back beyond this, and the people are very good, very warm-hearted. The assignment for Mr. Dungu, I will leave it to Mr. Muki Isaiah. I gave you two assignments for him. We need to keep him in the region. I thank you very much, and I would like to declare this workshop officially closed. Thank you.